Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to dive into learning how to drive stick shift safely and efficiently. Let's go. Stick shift cars aren't as common nowadays, but there still are some out there like the new Z, the new FRS or BRZ, Supra comes stick shift, the CTS Blackwing comes stick shift as well. The stick shift cars can be a lot of fun to drive. Driving a manual transmission is such a unique experience. Ever since I learned how to drive a manual transmission on my own, I learned on my dad's Jeep. Ever since, I've been hooked. It's an indescribable feeling that you need to try. And you just feel so much more connected to a vehicle. It's honestly kind of crazy. So let's get started and learn how to master this unique driving experience. If you're on the fence about buying a stick shift car, just do it. There's no better time to start. If you're gonna buy one, if you're looking to buy one, do your research. Know what you're gonna get. Don't just go out there and just buy one. And if you don't know how to drive a stick shift car, have someone that does know how to go with you. Just for safety reasons, so that way you don't end up, in the middle of the street learning how to drive a stick shift car. When you get your car and you're learning how to drive stick shift, don't be afraid to damage the car. Don't be afraid to, do anything. You won't do anything that 100 people haven't already done. So don't be afraid. Don't get discouraged. The parts are made to take abuse. The clutch is made to take abuse. The transmission is, unless it's like a special delicate car or something. First things first, safety. Go to an empty parking lot, somewhere where there's no cars around or anyone, to where you got your space and you can practice without nobody bothering you. Another tip would be practice by yourself. If it's your car, even better. You don't have to worry about, damaging somebody else's car. It is better to practice on your own stuff, so you don't gotta be worried about, messing somebody's clutch up or whatever. First things first, let's talk about safety. Go to an empty parking lot, somewhere where there's no cars around, somewhere where you can practice and no one's gonna bother you or anything. When learning to drive stick shift, make sure you use your left foot to practice and feel out the clutch pedal. You're gonna feel that springiness that you feel. That's gonna be your engagement and disengagement point. It does feel a little awkward at first, but you'll get used to it. And each stick shift car is different. But once you learn the basics of one, you can pretty much drive any stick shift car. Now here comes the fun part, is learning the disengagement point and accelerating smoothly. So you're gonna use both your feet simultaneously at the same time and release your clutch very slowly and apply a little bit of gas. And I'm also gonna teach you another method, which is called a pedal dance, which I'll teach you guys in a little bit. All right, so let's get started. Make sure it's in neutral. Put your foot in the clutch, turn on the car, and you're ready to go. All right. So you wanna make sure you practice your gears. Make sure you sit there and practice for a little bit and you use your gear map, and make sure you don't let go of the clutch while the car is on, because it will jump forward. So, all right, you're ready to go. So you're in neutral. You can let your foot off the clutch when you're in neutral. And the same thing when you're at a stoplight. You're not gonna wanna, just wait at the red light and have your foot in the clutch, on the clutch. You're gonna get very tired. Another thing, make sure you position your seat exactly so you can push your foot in the clutch and you're not reaching all the way in and you're uncomfortable. Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're in a good position, and yeah, put your foot in the clutch, go into first gear, make sure you're in first, and like I said, release the clutch slowly. Hopefully the AC didn't ruin that clip, but you're gonna put your foot, you're gonna put it in first gear and you're gonna release the clutch very slowly. And as soon as you start letting your foot off the clutch, you'll feel the car start moving little by little, and you just time it little by little, and you'll feel the car start moving. Once you get to that point, that's when you start adding a little bit of throttle. So you can start moving slowly, let go of the clutch and add a little bit of gas, and boom, you're driving. So I just drive around, get a feel for it. Make sure you're in a good environment, good spot. Make sure you're very smooth on the throttle, because stick shift cars can be a little jerky if you're not very smooth. So you need to be very smooth and clear on what you're doing. All right, so you're driving. Now you want to come to a stop. So what you're gonna do, foot in the clutch, neutral, brake, boom. There you have it. You just learned how to drive stick shift. Now I'm gonna teach you guys the little trick I like to use. Is called the little pedal dance. And it might be a little cringe or whatever when you're at a stoplight. People might think you want to race them, but if you don't want to stall at the red light and want to embarrass yourself, or you don't want to feel embarrassed, all right, so you put it in first, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna release the clutch very slowly. So you gotta get used to that engagement and disengagement point, because if not, you're just gonna keep stalling. So you need to really learn that point. But what helps is when you play with the throttle. So just give it little blips like that, literally. Nothing crazy, but as soon as you're releasing the clutch. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that right now. See, start moving a little bit. Oh, the camera was moving a little bit. See, it gives you that little momentum to get you rolling. Yeah, that tip kind of helps me a lot, especially when you're like about to stall or something, and you just play with the throttle a little bit, and boom, you'll get going like that. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be rolling through gears through town in no time, trust me. All right, that's it for today's tutorial on learning how to drive stick shift. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be discouraged, have fun. Don't forget to have fun. Having fun is the most important part. Trust me, as soon as you get the hang of it and you get the reps in, you'll be driving like a pro, and you'll be rolling through gears, having fun all through town, trust me. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see anything else. Until next time, and enjoy your driving experience.